Wait, did I lie? Is the stream not live? Oh no, it is live. Nice.
They indeed are looking much more coordinated than we've seen.
Insanity.
Honestly,
Insanity. Insanity. Thought he got benched, but he is back, my boy.
Of course, this time
Oh my god.
staying on top
All my
side,
boys
so they
are in
will
it.
sacrifice this dragon. They know this time around, but they want the
Who do I root for?
Has flash and all out
I think I gotta root for. I'm defense with Sandy longer, but I want Palafox to win.
Tower in the Q3 knockup gets him back in there, but Doko lost
Contracts is on brand jungle.
but no threat of a dive.
Yeah, the champion's still good, even though they nerfed his damage.
Nobody, attacked him before the arrow came in, so they just wait out the duration there, and then they circle back around here as the dragon is finally finished up there by contracts.
Huhi is here just to
Boogie
answer
the
in case
jungler.
things do get dicey for Dokla, but Zazon Boogie
Zara
starting back
is
off, looks for control
somewhat
of his
ahead,
blue buff
right?
and tries to steal that away from contracts.
The hell?
Instead,
Wow, you get
play.
these live Twitch things now?
FBI
That's
locked
cool.
in the mid lane, so there's not much they can do.
Yeah, and again, I do think Boogie is someone who will go for that counter jungling when he's able to. Just, I'm really impressed with how much more cohesive Shopify have looked, right? Just recognizing when they can make these plays on the map and also recognizing when they don't have to necessarily force them as well.
Meanwhile, from the side here for Energy, it's not going, terrible by any stretch of the imagination. They're doing just fine as FBI is able to get his static shiv. They already had the Kraken here up on Palafox, the Tristana, trying to get into those side lanes, trying to get some turret plate money in the last couple of seconds while the turret plate still existed, pushing out and gaining some priority for the reset now.
Yeah, they are the first double marksman to get their first item power spikes on the map here. I'm curious if Energy can find a window where they can just force a fight before Insanity gets his Trinity Force online. B-Boy just completed his, is teleporting to the mid lane, so maybe no more a look on to the Ezreal, but maybe something on Corki, or just trying to force a fight where you have a clear item advantage.
I think teleporting up top side signals that the Energy want to go for this Rift Herald here because bottom side getting dove.
Well, Shopify is diving bot side and Dokla still has flash, but the lockdown is so insane and the Ignite helps tick down as well as Insanity's last bit of burn damage. 4-man committed to Dokla under the tower.
Yep, and Shopify will end up getting that kill and that turret down here, and what they will trade for it. Like you say, Kobe, Energy was already going for that Rift Herald, and we'll see if they want to rotate up topside, join Palafox as he pushes this wave into turret. The thing that's super important about this composition from NRG is, again, getting that Tristana up against turrets so she can just mow them down.
All right, I kind of want to know, because they both get outer turrets in this trade. I want to know, would you rather have Rift Herald or a kill onto Big Dokes? Because that was basically the trade. Each team got
I'd like to find a color caster that I like.
Once got the Rift Herald, and the other team got to kill the top laner.
I'd probably take the Herald, but again, like,
yeah, top laner kills are cheap.
I think the big thing here is that Shopify now has like a pretty solid 1.1k gold lead, right, going into this. And I think even as we see NRG trying to set up on this bot side, well, I expect them to fully just scrap over trying to get mid prio here.
Yeah.
But again, like, I think the big thing for me and Shopify is going to be, okay, now that we have this lead, now that we've had some really good positions and recognizing like where we are going to sacrifice stuff cross map, how
so ahead on
are we going to use
so
our
ahead on
advantages to
lose.
set up correctly now?
So how do these games happen
They're
like
going to
this?
spawn the Rift Herald in the mid lane, try to knock out this tier 1. Try and open up that map even.
I don't think they're going to get the tier 1 off of this.
No one is going to escort the Herald.
Yeah, low ambitious.
Guys.
Brother,
oh,
what are we doing?
The Herald
No,
over killing
not at all. Not at all. Not now.
I imagine that was not what was supposed to happen on Energy's side.
Sell!
Not a good trade now, unfortunately.
All right, well, they still get their split pushing Tristana. Palafox up here, able to push in this wave. And then
Yeah,
we'll
pretty
see
sure
if
they
can
just
collapse
split
again, because
Tristana, try to win that way.
55 seconds on the
Doesn't
next
look like
dragon
red team has
setting
any
up here.
grubs, so blue
And
team
they do
probably
have the
got
rotation from him
grubbed.
down early.
1-for-1 on dragons. It's hard to
Yeah,
tell,
we'll see if
but
Energy can get this up.
maybe
on
once
here,
the
get
director camera
vision.
goes on to
SR should have that crab for a little bit
the champion on the
longer.
blue team, we'll see.
The push from Shopify on the bot side first allowed them to.
There's their dragon, and it's gonna be Inferno. Inferno's kind of important.
That control ward. It's all about mid prio as Zazel goes in early. The flash from Boogie.
Whoa, that guy just gets one shot. Yeah. But Boogie. Yep, both junglers just get one shot. Sandy's in a good spot. Oh, misses the big one. Would have been sick.
But now that both junglers are gone, Dragon is going to get a little dicey.
It's 2-for-1 though. Probably won't go for the dragon against Ezreal and Corki.
Yeah. They get 2 back in exchange for Contract's life. Like that one.
Please, why we just perma-spectate Ezreal?
Plus Rel counter
Show me
is pretty big. Shopify
anyone on the blue
still
team.
going to be able to handle their minion waves though, so we don't actually move a lot on this play. It's just trade on kills and +1 extra for energy. Here's another look at it. So Zazel, I did like the start because he goes in and he's going to proc his aftershock immediately, but look at who he's counter engaged. It was just better because Rel's able to get 2 with the AoE counter engage, and so energy locked them down. And grab the 2-for-1, and now we get to go for another round of Dragon Party. They're teleporting right back out. Looks like Energy, though, sending a couple more members towards the top side of the map, so they might want to just give this one, allow Shopify to start stacking dragons. Meanwhile, Energy, in payment for that, do get these deep wards. You see Huhi going through the red quadrant of the jungle, super duper deep wards for Energy on the other side of the map, but Shopify Dragon number 2 for themselves.
Uh-oh, this is close. Yeah, I mean,
Could be in trouble down here.
just on all saves him.
But they will be able to
Should have
Energy
Navori
set
in
up
base
back
by
on
now, I
with
think.
the Cassante. Meanwhile, SR should actually be able to take control of this bot side.
I want to see.
Oh, no one has grubs on either team?
Retake, because
This
both teams have taken over red
bug?
quadrant of the jungle for the enemy team.
Yeah.
There's no
So
way
then when you're
both teams
retaking,
gave up grubs completely,
vision of
right?
the area that you just left, you have to be very, very careful because both these teams actually have a lot of burst damage if you walk into them in these brush. So I like what Fate God is doing. You know, super tanky Poppy over here just goes very slowly, one brush at a time. You move up and try and retake that vision on your kind of weak side that you just left open.
And I like that point too, because for Shopify, it's even more dangerous to be entering that top side now with Baron coming up in the next minute. If they had not been able to establish a stronger vision line for them to safely walk back in, Energy can set up that pick. One member's gone.
I don't think I have anyone else
instant bear
that
for Energy.
would be free to cast with me right now.
Again, with
Let me
this
check
comp, they
Discord if
really,
I'm gonna.
really want to have some sort of split push threat. Hopefully be able to set up on this bot side of the map as we see them moving down towards it to potentially get this turret and get onto Fake God. Fake God's gonna get out. But yeah, if they can set up this Trist in a side lane and then leverage that, especially down on bot side.
We're missing 2 people?
Trying to take Baron on top side.
Oh,
But
damn, this is
both of these teams have just been
one
kind
of
of
these teams we
cross-map
got destroyed
like just trading objectives, retaking, and then trading the opposite objective.
Yeah, and right now we're at a break point where Tristana on the 2 items with Flicker Blade actually completed does have the bit of advantage over Corki, and so they push on bottom side and then rotate to get 2 towers, grabbing the one in mid here. So the extra objective for Energy so far, but now Fake God.
He found Powerbox on the right side, but
that
there's
is
another fight that started
unfortunate.
in the mid lane. Zazel's the first one to fall, but who he follows up next. Dokla trying to tank up all the damage as he walks back out. The Powerbox doing a ton of work in the back
Goddamn,
line.
Boogie dead.
Energy can continue this fight. Boogie will die the explosive charge from Palafox, and Energy
Can we get anything
have
off of
just
it? I
gained a
don't
ton
even
of
think we
momentum
can
on
get
the
much
map.
off of
It
it.
also seems like whoever starts the
vision
fight
control.
does not necessarily end up winning the fight, right?
Yeah, I feel like every time
There's
somebody starts the
another-
fight, they end up
I mean,
losing
sort
the
of on two
overall
fronts. There's
trade.
another engage coming out of Zazel where the counter engage from NRG has just been really, really on point.
Yeah, look at this, because it's 2 points of engage. Zazel engages on this main fight that you're talking about onto Huhi, and then we have the secondary one where Poppy is going to find Palafox against the wall, but there's no damage right behind him. Boogie tries to walk over to him, but then they have to divert attention, and it goes 1-for-1 on supports. The real big thing here is look at that brand spreading damage, baby. The ultimate bouncing across, and then Boogie has no escape, so Palafox goes right in with the flash, gets in range with the combo, ults him. Just enough damage for the bomb to explode at the end as well. And again, it's another play where it doesn't move the needle tremendously, but it is plus an extra kill for energy, kind of like the previous.
Yeah, and more importantly, this kill is onto the Trist, right? And she is going to, depending on how NRG want to treat these lane assignments, you want to get her in a side lane, you want to have her mowing down turrets, as we see them kind of setting up some vision around this Baron. But then the other person to watch in these fights is going to be Contracts, right? Because he is also a massive, massive damage dealer in a lot of these.
Yeah, Energy now have the makings of the ability to kill.
I guess solo cast is fine.
They have the
it's kind of easier to solo cast sometimes.
Slow for Contracts, like you're looking at. Brand very good at building through front lines. But also, even just the last Whisper, it's not full Lord Doms yet for Palafox, but he is working on it, and that extra money will make
players should be here soon, starting a little later than 6 p.m.
is sitting on his Muramana transform, as is B-Voy. So, Shopify looking to make use of their Muramana transformation poke damage with the Ezreal Corki here. Engage goes wide.
Shopify just walk it on out. Grasping Roots will snag up Dokla in the middle of the river.
Fuck,
Nothing really to be gained by either team. Just a couple of ults expended to fight for position in this mid lane.
Nobody
cares
about you, Ken.
Every member of Energy here missing a couple hundred health with some nice little chunks that Energy were able to poke on them early. And just a little bit of advantages in poke allow them to move in, clear out some of the vision here through this I would say most annoying Baron spot.
Oh, I don't know if he baited that, but they definitely got Huhi to commit on the play, and Shopify Rebellion make a clean pick.
100% bait. You're Zyra, you know exactly
I'm not even gonna start Baron right away though with Contracts up. Oh, they got Drake though. Sir Drake.
Yeah, I think, again, another testament to whoever engages some of these fights has end up on the losing side of them. As we see, that should give SR complete Drake control, and after taking down this Infernal Drake, they will be on Soul Point.
Go on Discord on their phones or
For
something?
Energy, I was going to say
like
about
that saves
how
the most
much
time.
This series is important to them, because the remainder of their schedule, in theory, are way more.
What are their records? Why doesn't it show the team's records at the top?
Energy, they have been keeping even. They've been showing a very strong showing in this game 1. But I will say, Shopify Rebellion is starting to adapt. They're starting to realize, as both of you guys have talked about it, whoever engages first seems to be on the losing half of it because of how much disengage there is on both sides.
And so I saw a couple of people in chat going, "Oh my goodness, look at that reaction speed from Boogie." And while it is, you know, good reaction speed, it's also
Johnny,
easier
right?
to
Was
react
your
if you're
name?
expecting something. And so that's why you give him the credit for baiting.
I was told that you were lonely in the cast.
Oh yeah, I was looking.
Now the engage
Just looking for some casters. Everyone rejected me to play Swarm.
And he soaks it.
So sad. They're all busy playing Swarm.
Yo, oh my god, this guy didn't know this Discord existed for UPSL. It's so funny.
All that for a drop of blood. Oh my. Fake God. Just laughing off that engage. Thankfully for FBI, the Ash Arrow is a pretty low cooldown compared to other engage ultimates in the game, so he'll have it back up.
Was anyone other than Joe able to do announcements on this?
It's still 3.5 minutes for Infernal Soul, so that's why Shopify is looking to push that vision line.
Whatever, I'll just do it in the regular channel.
Yeah, just throw it in general. Just ping everyone in general. That's what they want.
So it makes it harder for Shopify.
That's what the people need.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for both teams, I mean, they're going to try to want to set up these waves.
So which teams are these? UPSL 2024.
One of these objectives.
So it's Toine versus Wenon. Rosters.
Yeah.
Okay, it's the people that flex solo lanes versus the. Okay, it's Teddy, Wenon, and Woodsky. So jungle being their best like highest ranking role.
Yeah, I actually know a lot about Wenon's team, but not the other one.
That gives the authority to Zazel to go, all right, I'm going in. I'm a Nautilus, I'll probably die, but you know, I'm going to start out the fight.
I know, I think Woodsky's team's the only one we 2-0'd.
Yeah. Oh, you destroyed him?
Yeah, we won both. Okay, we're in here. Let's go.
Okay.
First match, Shyvana, target ban jungling. Jungle, their best player, plays Shyvana, Rumble, all that shit, so...
Yeah, he has a lot. If you ban his Rumble, he'll play... Well, Rumble jungle got nerfed so much. I don't know if it's good anymore.
Yeah, I don't know how good it is, but... Yeah, because I don't... I know Rumble Q got changed. I didn't really pay attention to what it was, but...
It's just a lot less damage to monsters.
But yeah, I mean, we could just check his ob.gg candidly and see if he's playing it.
It was looking a little tragic.
I know he screenshotted a loss streak. He's still playing it and still 17 kills, 10 and 4. So, and he's playing in Master, right? So he's still doing well on both those champions. So I still like the bans.
Yeah. The Ashe ban for their captain, who I heard is an Ashe one trick.
Went on. Is that?
Yeah.
Ooh, Hecarim. Early lock-in Hecarim. Interesting. I don't know if that's a takeaway or a comfort pick from for somebody.
I'm curious if they just answered Jarvan Orianna here.
Who's the jungler? Waveslave? Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna grab the Orianna. They don't have to take jungle yet if they want to prioritize something else, but yeah, this will give them potential counter pick for their pick depending on what Toine wants to do. I expect them to just take bot lane here. Again, who's their ADC again? The Rush? Is the Rush their ADC? Looks like the Rush is their ADC.
Yeah.
Aurelion solo, okay. Yeah, I guess they can counter mid. They have, they already see Orianna. Okay, now Xayah. Are we going to see the Rakan with it? We need some kind of, like, hard engage, I feel like. I don't think Hecarim is good enough for primary engage, so Rakan would fit nicely into this so far.
Yeah, very evasive against Jarvan, too.
They take the TF top. That's been a strong... I guess he plays it mid and top.
I'm curious about that because they have a sub player. Like usually they have a top laner that loves playing like.
No, if not, Varus is in here. He's in the lobby. That's Austin. Austin is a TF player. He played the old TF a lot as well, like non-AD TF. Plays Syndra. That's why you see the Syndra ban. I think the Galio ban's against Toine or one of the other people that they flex rolls around.
Yeah, but what is it? Usually their top laner is Lock Reborn, who's basically only a ranged top player. So you usually place TF top, but this is maybe going mid. I don't know who their mid laner is.
Wait, I am confused. Isn't it Toine and if not a Walrus?
Oh, sorry.
I think you're looking about the wrong team.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a Janna ban. Okay, interesting. Janna gone. A little bit more difficulties of disengaging against that. Taking away the Malphite to not have to deal with that attack speed slow. The TF, I wonder what else they're gonna ban. I don't know what Wenon's top laner plays. Who is their top laner even? Lock Reborn. Okay.
Lock Reborn is not here. That's
but Ashish's Fight Arrow is filling in for top, and I don't actually know what he plays top lane.
I think they were looking for a support sub.
Yeah, I believe Tony is also subbing for support. Yeah, Tony Gu is in this RP Co-BLM. So a lot of subs. The Xerath banned away. I guess that's a mid lane ban. I don't know if that's a support ban, but I really want to see some hard CC from blue side to help with that engage. I don't think Hecarim's great primary, and then like.
Yeah.
Also, I don't like picking the Hecarim with the TF top. I feel like you can't really impact the lane as much early. Hecarim really needs to farm to level 4 and then get those Ionian boots and get back out on the map.
Yeah. I'm curious how Witsky will punish the Hecarim because I can't do it because I suck, but he can actually just go anywhere he wants. So.
I think just focus on getting this Orianna head or getting the TF behind.
Yeah.
We'll see Jinx Seraphine. So Seraphine should be the support, unless they do something super funky, but the top lane gets counterpicked to the whole team. In this situation, I would rather just pick top lane and get on a better support counter, depending on what the enemy team picks. Just run out the team comp. Blitzcrank, so they're going for a bunch of picks instead of a true team fight on the 4-man side. Although they do have
Yeah.
Aesol, so the comp is a little all over the place. A lot of comfort probably being chosen here.
Yeah. The ace on the Zaya doesn't really make sense. It would have been better if it was like Kaisa or I don't know.
Yeah, I would have liked
Some
Kaisa a
other.
lot more here. Able to go in off of like a TF Gold card or Hacker Room Engage and really
Yeah.
just go for assassination picks. Zaya's, yeah, I don't know if that's their weakest player on AD or what it is, but Zaya's a little too.
So is that Elise top?
No, it's Yon.
Okay.
Yeah, this website sucks, so people get screwed doing their last minute swaps.
How could Ellis do this?
Okay, start. It was Yone. Oh yeah, Ashes plays Yone. Forgot about that. Oh my god, he's been spamming top lane.
He's
Going
been
on a-
practicing. He's out of the jungle.
Yeah, well, he also plays AD, but yeah, I remember him being like AD main back when a few years ago when I played UPSL more often. I think I skipped like 2 or 3 UPSLs overall. Oh wait, he also played Fiora top. I do remember this as well. Yeah, a flex player, very very useful.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would enjoy being on a team with him, just to be able to flex a bunch in draft and have just no way of being predictable.
Yeah.
I think that's the advantage that blue team here has, that they do have players that can flex around into multiple roles depending on which champions are available. But yeah, we'll see how this Hecarim plays out. I really want to see Jarvan just punished by getting some early ganks and getting ahead early. And yeah, I don't think TF and Aesol should be allowed to play the game early.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like Red side has a more cohesive draft. Like either
Yes,
Yone
yes.
or Jarvan can be carriers. Jinx, Seraphine behind them, just follow up is so crazy.
Yeah, I like it a lot. The Seraphine ult after or with the Jarvan engaged, Yone can go in.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many options here. We'll have to see if the skill disparity in top lane, how much that plays in. I think if not a Walrus is master right now. Or actually no, I think he's high diamond. Diamond 3. Oh, I think he lost some games. I think my dude lost some games.
I think his LP fell down some stairs.
Yeah, slowly been falling down, unfortunately. But still, it is a Emerald 4 player versus a Diamond 2 player, Diamond 2 player. Is this okay? People are going to the bathroom. Can we just click start? Surely they'll get back in time if we pick slowly. Oh, I see. I feel like it gets a little too crowded with the 3-man comms. I feel like when I've like even just done 2-man casts, it gets hard to like say everything just because these UPSL teams, they skirmish so much and take such random fights that there's like endless things to talk about.
No worries. I'll join another time then. Yeah.
Man, I think I played against Twine's team yesterday, or no, but yesterday, basically both games were farm until like level 9, then fight for third drag, and then we lost both the games. So that game was like a lot less eventful, but I'm hoping that there's a lot more fighting because I like watching action.
Talking to an alum while we wait for these champions to be locked in. But yeah, dude, this is 12 years of UPSL. Kind of crazy. My first UPSL was 2013 summer as an incoming freshman.
That's
found
wild.
a club and yeah, joined. I met so many people, met a lot of friends before I even got to the school. One of my TAs was in the league club. Some like friends from Warden, some friends from engineering. Got a whole lot of exposure very early on. And then, yeah, started running the club a year later when the president stepped down.
I didn't know it had such a rich and storied history. I thought it was like maybe like 3 years, like not 3 years, like 6 years old. Because I started playing UPSL like my freshman year. So it's been like, this is my 3rd year. What's up?
When was your freshman year? Like COVID era?
3 years ago.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. The first year in person, I guess.
Gotcha,
But,
yeah.
and then so, I don't know. I feel like most of the people stick around. I feel like all the people I met are very nice, very enthusiastic, even with like all the skill differences. So, I don't know. I hope that it keeps going as long as League is relevant.
Yeah, I forget. I don't know if... What happens if I type in UPSL 2012? UPenn Summer League 2012. Don't... UPenn League of Legends 2012. Ah, I found the WordPress site. We found the old WordPress site. There's a Penn lol Tumblr. Oh
What is this? Welcome new members.
This is our old thing. Board members 2014. Hi.
Who is Ben and Wesley?
Ben does, yeah, Ben, I don't know if he plays much League anymore. I think he plays TFT if anything. But yeah, a bunch of old people essentially.
You guys had a PR manager?
I don't know, I think we were kind of memeing a little bit, but yeah, this was a while back. There's some UPSL analysis. There's Team 152. Look at this old UI for League. Kind of crazy.
I wasn't there. I wouldn't understand. I see there's no alcove.
There are definitely no alcoves. Yeah, I don't know.
It's a Tumblr site?
Yeah, this is a penlol.tumblr. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's anyone from 2012. Penlol family groups. Remember, we did this.
You guys have families. You have your bigs and littles.
I don't know if we did exactly bigs and littles, but we just tried to help people, you know, just connect a bunch with each other. And yeah, damn. Like, I think everyone from 2012 is out. A couple of us from 2013 to 2017, though. 2 more minutes on the spectator delay. Yeah, so if I'm Jarvan here, I do want to clear bot to top, try to get something going against this TF. Hecarim kind of just has to farm up. I'm pretty sure Hecarim is kind of dependent on blue buff as well. So being on blue side, it kind of forces him to go up, but we'll see. Go down. But we'll see if he decides to do something else and start Raptors or something. Kind of go a bit of the farm route while having the option of covering top to counter gank Jarvan. Because this TF should be getting ganked. One thing to note for the TF also, in a lot of the matchups, there's been times where TF's been even, and TF should really be getting a little bit ahead. So we'll have to pay attention to how top TF spaces in top lane during these trades. Yone also has a lot of easy access onto TF with the ENW, so and can negate the gold card right with his E return.
Or he can buffer it with like R or Q if he wants to get on that. It's I don't know. Yone into TF sounds really nice to play. You can't really die because you probably have like Doran Shield and second win. And you just life steal away with absorb life and fleet. It's actually the healing is actually so disgusting right now in lanes.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to cast this game?
I told somebody else that I prefer to duo cast it. I feel like trio.
Wait, why are you not in the game? Can you explain?
Basically, it's my grandpa's birthday today, and I was celebrating it, and I was expecting it to be finished at 4, but it finished at 3:30.
Oh, if you were supposed to be one of the teams, definitely I think you should stay and chime in.
Yeah.
I think getting your insight would be good. I'm guessing you're the top laner for.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
the top
Yeah.
laner.
Yeah,
So
because I think the
nothing's
top
Fine,
laner is the
they,
last
they got the
one.
Still
sub.
playing
We were
Yone.
able to sort it out yesterday, so I just said I wasn't going to be a make it as insurance because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
ended up not making game 1. So
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
but
Happy
the game
birthday
is
to
just starting
Grandpa
right
Mom.
now. Wait, this is actually kind of exciting. I've always wondered how it would go if I casted my own team.
Alright, we have Resident Top Laner Revenge telling me Yone is fine versus TF. You can buffer his card and free farm. Yeah, that's kind of what we went over already. Pretty.
So your draft didn't change that much, like your team. They're still
Yeah,
playing
my
Yone
team,
top.
my team actually didn't change at all. I
Blitzcrank
think Tien was
invade.
pretty excited about potentially getting a tank top laner, but it looks like his wishes
That's
are going
so
to be
funny.
denied here.
With Blitzcrank invading like this, I actually would like Jarvan to split the map here topside.
Okay,
Yeah,
do they
well,
know
we do
TF
see
got a
Tien going to the
W?
top side of the map on blue side.
Yeah, but I don't know if he's gonna take it, but it would be a smart idea. Looks like Hecarim is posturing on the Raptors, slowly walking over. Maybe did Acel see Jarvan at all?
Don't think
Acel
so.
is walking up pretty far.
Yeah, what
If
is
they
it?
collapse on
Acel
it, might be
Yeah.
fast.
is gonna be taking a trade.
Well-
Just early flash, just early flash. Okay. Nobody else was
Yeah,
able to
he's
get
just
that.
gonna
Actually
take
actually
all
ends up
time.
totally fine.
Awesome even trade.
Yeah, I'm so used to Jarvan being able to just go and ham, but it's actually
Wait a
no
second.
Q. of
They're
course.
swapping lanes?
Yeah, looks like it.
Whoa!
I guess the TF into Yone matchup is just that bad.
I don't think so.
Yone does have an amazing matchup into Acel.
I literally
Yeah,
have
yeah.
a challenger top laner telling me that it's a fine matchup because of
I think it's
The
because
cancels.
Yone will just solo kill Acel before 6,
Yeah,
I
I
guess.
think they're swapping because Yone has an amazing matchup into
Yeah.
Acel.
I think that makes sense, but I'm not a fan of having Orianna in the long lane.
Yeah.
That's a little scarier.
If
Well,
there's a
Orianna
niche that
TF,
can
it's
be-
a pretty classic mid lane matchup. So
But it's not about the champions, it's about the length of the lane. Mid lane is just by far the safest lane. And I don't think Yone needs the extra safety compared to Orianna. So this Yone better shit on this Acel. Also, I thought we were not allowed to lane swap for subs. That's been a
do you
rule in the
mean?
past. Like you can't like have a top lane sub and have them swap lanes. At least like
Oh. I
Oh.
apologize for my team's behavior in advance then. Well,
'Cause-
we were
'cause then-
talking about this matchup being very Yone favorite. This Yone taking a lot of trade, and even though Acel lost a lot of his health in the level 1 due to Jarvan, he's actually up a lot of HP now.
Oh,
Both
Yone's in trouble.
mid laners burning all their pots, but Yone at a health disadvantage. And I know Acel has the range advantage, but this definitely isn't what we expected to see in this
What
mid lane
is
matchup,
Hecarim
which you
doing?
specifically swapped into.
Hecarim is here to get this gank off, but I don't think Fredero is gonna die.
Yone's soul unbinds, Acel flying forward, and Yone's just gonna walk out.
Jarvan's gonna get a
completely
good
fine.
early lead. This is Red going away. Is he even gonna check first? Go straight to his Raptors. Jarvan should be aware that this guy's on his Raptors. We'll see if he tries to fight him or just okay, goes to the Krugs, okay. So it does have smite, we'll be able to get the Krugs and then I don't think he'll go for the bot lane gank. Maybe we'll just fight Hecarim when he face checks here. Just gonna take the Raptors and get out, get the scuttle.
I think he's just out.
Yeah.
Yeah, successful heist by the Jarvan.
Yeah, and this
It's gonna put him
Hecarim is
4
a
camps
bit
up.
poor. There's nothing to farm on the map other than top scuttle.
Yeah, so we really just saw Tien secure pretty much 3 quadrants of the jungle there. It's gonna put him pretty far ahead of the Hecarim.
The rage
Yeah.
gank is coming. The rage gank is coming. Bot lane, please don't die to it. Oh, Whiskey not even covering.
Oh yeah,
Did you see the
Hecarim
flash
diving
come
into
out?
that bot side.
I think it's just
They
Went on to
do
be okay.
remain
It's
pretty
just
healthy
a-
though, trading onto the Jinx, and she's losing himself. Fires back the W, and looks like the bot lane's going to be completely fine. Now Jinx returning the rocket to favor, and now Jarvan is in position to catch out the
No
Hecarim.
ghost. This is a dead
Off the
Hecarim. That's
W.
first blood. Gonna come through in just a
Yeah,
second.
EQ comes forward.
Oh,
Hecarim
the hook comes through the
dangerously low, and
Jinx!
the last auto is going to go off, but the hook lands onto Jinx. She flashes away. The E does
No,
not
she's so
root,
dead.
but the Ignite is ticking down, and that's going to be Blitzcrank trading back the kill onto Jinx. Now running towards the Seraphine, gets rooted, and Jarvan EQ is going to come forward, and I feel like that was a bit of an overextension by the Blitzcrank there.
Alright, we need to establish who's doing play-by-play and who's doing color, because we're all trying to talk over each other.
I think I'm doing nothing.
I think my strength is as when talking fast when things happen.
That's play-by-play. Okay. Yeah, so all nothing's going on. Yeah, that was really great by Whiskey. We see the counter game coming through. I would have liked to see Whiskey kind of predict that more, but was running towards the Acel who was pushed in. Maybe was thinking he'd get that kill off. But instead, Whiskey does still come and get the trade-off. Went on, has no summoners now. We'll see if Hecarim can punish it, but it's really hard now that he's still level 3, super behind, lost the whole quadrant.
Yeah. I think Yone's too egoing on this trade. Like earlier, he was just trading without W. I don't know if he actually knows the matchup that well. I think he's just like, oh, this is a good matchup for Yone. But I think he's just taking way too damage, letting Acel Q on it way too much.
I think the problem is that he thinks he can out DPS the Acel Q when he really can't unless he lands his spells well.
Yeah, I think it should just be Q poke from Yone instead of... Yeah, actually, yeah, E... As long as you have your E, you can get out of the breath faster.
Yeah,
this is the perfect time.
It's a free trade, but
when
he's
you're
trading without both.
When Acel is using his W on the wave, we say gank here top.
Ooh, big.
Oh, we see a dive topside Hecarim
No,
going
he's
in.
dead,
It's going
he's
to tank
dead.
dangerously low, and he's just going to die to tower. TF Goldcore locks down Orianna, but it's not enough damage to finish off the
Yone
kill.
kills us.
Whiskey is in
There's-
the area to try and trade back onto TF. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Yone running towards the Acel. Jarvan going on to Twisted Fate, but he pops the Ghost, and he's going to be completely fine just running out with that movement speed. Jarvan trying to go on the chase, but he's not going to be able to secure the kill.
Let me stream, because I'm going to do a replay of what just happened mid lane. So mid lane, the Q does land. Oh no, the Q doesn't land. But Fredor just goes for the ult, doesn't use the E
Pops
first.
the R.
And then I think he would have been able to dive this if he flashed in and just used all his spells. He only does a lot of damage with that E. And denying that wave and a TP-less Acel, that would have been a good trade, I think. Fredor also has
I
his
don't know if
TP
he
up.
had his E cooldown up, right?
He was in his E. He was in his E.
Oh, TF ult back top lane, gold carding Orianna, but I don't think anything.
Oh!
He's just gonna try and connect the wave, but Orianna Shockwave is gonna come through and land on the TF.
Whiskey
But
Ghost!
Gold comes through, and now Orianna taking the tower shots, but Jarvan is here to clean up the kill, and that's gonna be a kill onto the Twisted Fate for red side.
Living
That's
life
a
on the
bad
edge.
trade. He can't be trading like that. Orianna still has TP. It doesn't matter if he trades health there.
Yeah, and there's the wave as well, so he's taking a lot of damage back in. This might be Whiskey's one of Whiskey's best games. But yeah, I think in the mid lane matchup, I would like to see, like, when Acel is using his W to farm stacks on the wave, that's when I would like to see this Yone go in on trades, but choosing to go
that's
after.
definitely when Acel is most vulnerable.
Yeah. Oh, good hook
Oh, a
there.
hook lands onto the Seraphine.
Yeah,
Traps go
Seraphine's just
down.
dead here.
And Seraphine is just going to die. Ignite taking down. Xayah flashes forward. The last auto is going to finish her off. That's the rush getting a kill. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, we have Yone trading. The Acel ult is going to come through, but Soul Unbind takes Yone back to safety. And it's just a Acel ult down.
That is some unfortunate timing, but Acel, I think, should have timed it to go where
Now
the soul
Jarvan
will go
jumping out
back.
to Hecarim. Hecarim stuck in a 2v1, pops the Ghost to try and run out. Yone Q3 forward is not going to land.
All in all, this
The
swap
junglers
is looking good for at least the top side of the map.
Yeah, Orianna's just free farming basically, but the junglers are actually really behind. Whiskey just hit level 6. He didn't have level 5 until, or he didn't have ultimate until just now. If he had it, he could have killed Hecarim, but Hecarim's also still 5.
I wouldn't say
Both the
Whiskey's
junglers
behind when he has the most gold in the game.
No,
Well, he does have
XP
3 kills.
Yeah, a little, maybe slightly behind in XP just from all these ganks, but I mean Jarvan's doing his job.
Jarvan's
Yeah,
doing his
definitely.
job, but
Jarvan's doing a fantastic job. Feels like
He
he's
doesn't
always
have-
in the
This
right
is a
place at the
dead
right
guy.
time.
yeah,
Oh,
he's just
yep.
getting murdered.
I don't even-
TF is just gonna get ulted on twice.
I think he could have
and
just
he's gonna drop
EQ'd
down.
out without the ulti and killed that guy, but just a little safer.
Yeah. Ace coming up
If
to
only
match the wave.
my top side got this type of focus.
Question in the chat: is this Ori top? They swapped lanes for matchups.
Oh,
Is he dead? Oh,
Rain,
Whiskey will die. Give the
Oriana
shutdown
trying
gold.
to dive on the Acel, and it's gonna take some tower shots. Has to flash away. Jarvan
This
tries
is
to
still a
clean it
good
up,
play.
but Hecarim is there to salvage the play.
Oh, Sakura get back
Meanwhile,
in the lane a
Yone just
little
taking
bit.
plates in the mid lane.
Yeah, maybe they weren't expecting the ASO, maybe the call wasn't made for the MIA, but regardless, getting a little bit greedy and giving the shutdown gold over is not something you want to ever do. Luckily, it's given to the literal weakest person on the team, so maybe it won't be that
Oh,
bad.
he can get back in the game.
Oh,
Oh,
Soul
Good
Unbind is
buffer.
gonna get met by the gold card, but he buffers the R through
Yo,
it. And
yo,
he's gonna be
yo!
completely fine. Now walking forward to try and trade it back, lands the Q and the W. TF autoing him, but he just does
Oh.
no damage. Now Jarvan is here to
Oh.
try and follow up the play, but Q3 misses. Hecarim goes in, he gets gold carded again. Now Ace ult comes down to finish off the Yone.
Oh, Ace's on
Jarvan
the
has
right
to-
side!
Wait, he flashed through?
But
Oh, he
Oriana
just
is here.
went
Oh
through
my
the
god,
wall.
Acel Wing forward across the wall means he has no way out of the fight.
They
And
should be
now
able to run
it's
that wave
2v2, which should be a win for the red side because these are the two weakest members of the blue team, and they're just gonna have to back off.
Jarvan EQ not coming up in time to kill Weisei, but Acel not quite there with the micro ease over the wall and is in such a bad spot.
Yeah. The blue team, they have an advantage in the bot lane, but everything else is basically falling apart.
Oh,
TF
Hook
is
lands on
down
the
by
Seraphine.
like...
This Seraphine is getting hit
10
by a
TF.
lot of hooks.
Finally, the
Jinx
shutdown
is
onto
trying to back up
Ori!
the Secret Mega Death Rocket. Meanwhile, in the
Is
mid
she-
lane,
No,
a huge
she's out!
shockwave is going to land on two, and that's going to kill the TF. And now Oriana pushing forward. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, Featherstorm coming up, but Jarvan is going to be able to finish off the Blitzcrank. Yone trading onto Acel, has the Q3. Let's see if he lands it.
Nice.
Oh, yep, he lands it, and now Acel's forced to E away, flies away, and he's just completely fine.
Yeah, this Oriana is actually insane.
Friday was supposed to be the guy casting with me right now. Ironically enough, Matt. Yeah. But yeah, I'm not sure why no Zerkers rush on Yone. It's a common thing to do on Yasuo and Yone, is get that extra attack speed to lure the Q cooldown.
Yeah. Another thing to point out is that he has bought the Negatron cloak. So, not sure what this
No
is
way he's
rushing
going
into.
Merchants here, right?
Yeah, I feel like Merc Treads on Yone is so bad. You just have to get that Q cooldown capped out.
It could just be the early it could just be the early null magic mantle for just lane. You are going against both APs. What I mean, it's mostly AD damage from
TF is not
TF.
real AP.
Yeah. So
And
hopefully
now-
not going
Okay,
Merc
there's
He's
Treads.
actually landing against
Scuffle
TF.
There's a scuffle at Grubs. Hecarim just looks dead or out of the sight.
Hecarim just looks dead. Jarvan is just pounding both of them into the
Oh,
ground.
Jarvan!
Meanwhile,
Oh
Yone
my
is
god,
trading
so
forward.
thirsty!
Acel is here to try and finish off the trade. He's going in so deep. Hecarim escaping
He's
with a
way too deep.
sliver
Shockwave
of health,
misses.
and the blue team is
Oh,
able to
good
just converge.
flash there.
Meanwhile, Shockwave is
Oh,
flashed away
complete-
from Yone. Comes through, but does not hit anyone. He eats forward, trying to finish off Blitzcrank. Super Mega Death Rocket is going to finish off the TF. Well, meanwhile, Acel cleans up on the Oriana, and now turning onto the Yone.
The Honeyfoot's
I don't know
up.
if Yone
Yo!
does this.
Oh,
Why we
Yeah,
going to the
Yone
Q,
just-
brother? Go get the honey food and then go in when your E's up. Oh no.
Yeah, pretty disastrous trade for the red side.
Yeah, Witsky going way too deep there was the start of it. The
What?
other team started following instead of just working on the grubs and getting
What?
And the worst part
Wait.
is Acel getting all those shutdowns. He was not a super prominent figure, but now definitely a huge threat for the red team.
Yeah, red team's still gonna get all the grubs. They have 6 grubs. Yone's gonna be strong in the side lane. Even if Acel is that strong, I think Yone can still match him pretty easily in the side lane. So I don't know. This TF is kind of useless.
Yeah, 0-4.
He's like down 15 CS. Tragically. Oh, that's Acel.
Acel is just spitting Q into Yone's face, has to flash away. Yone unbinds the soul. Meanwhile,
Yone's
Acel
dead
flies
though.
forward, getting the Q onto Yone, and Yone is just going to go down. Meanwhile, on the top side, Cataclysm going onto the TF, making him 0-5. That's not the scoreline you want to see from your TF top lane.
Oh, are you not using director cam? Oh, okay.
I'm watching on Discord now. Oh, we have a fight in the bottom lane. Yeah, it looks like Seraphine just got dove on. Oh, TF might get picked here. Yeah,
No,
Oriana
he's
Shockwave
one
is gonna
shot.
come
He's
through
one
and just
shotted.
one-shot the TF. It feels so bad. He's just so far behind. 14 minutes of the game, doesn't even have first item. The Oriana already with the Ludens and the needlessly large rod. There's not much
Yeah.
counterplay there. Oh, meanwhile, Yoda going forward gets an R onto 2 people, but he's stuck in the middle of 4 people, can't do much, has to unbind his soul back to safety.
Is
Ace Soul
Whiskey
pushing
just dead?
forward, and it just melts
Oh.
through the Jarvan. The Yone is quick to follow, alone under the tower, surrounded by 4 members of the blue team, and you
Yeah,
have to
they're
imagine he's going
boxing
down. The
away.
Featherstorm used. Yone surviving on a sliver of health, but splash forward by the Zaya is going to finish it off. Meanwhile, Seraphine arrives back to finish off the Acel, but I don't know if you even want the Seraphine getting the kill on the Acel. Ideally, you'd want it on someone else.
Well, Seraphine.
Yeah, meanwhile, Wen'an pushes down the mid lane tier 1 turn, which is going to open up the map quite a bit for the Blues team, or for the Red team.
Yeah, blue team was.
Yeah. I felt like they were. Yeah.
Zaya uses flash and all. Asol dies. It was really hasty from blue side. I think they could have just waited. Like Seraphine coming there doesn't really matter when there's 2 people zoning her.
Yeah, the Seraphine also didn't have ult for the, or she had ult for the play, I believe. Never mind. Oh, Shockwave coming through into Acel, flash away from the Aurelion Soul ult, but does not matter. She's still gonna drop down. This Acel, 2 items already at 15 minutes. He's just monstrously fed.
Yeah, he's just stat checking everyone.
Yeah, -1 on the cannon. Meanwhile, Yone trading into TF. TF taking quite a bit of health down.
TF is hitting him.
That's including the TF passive.
TF is hitting him with the 2/3 of Kraken that he has.
Now
But this is
Dragon's
drag.
spawning. Yep.
Red side has 2 drags. This is sole point. Does he know?
Oh, Jarvan EQing forward. TP onto the Jarvan flag, but Seraphine gets hooked again. And she has to flash away. Meanwhile, Jinx raining down Hellfire. Hecarim charges forward. Acel spewing Q onto the Yone, but he's dived on by the Yone and the Jarvan, and he's gonna go down. No, he doesn't. Yone unbinds his soul, but the smite is gonna come through and finish off the Acel. Meanwhile, Jarvan gets grabbed by the Blitzcrank, but there's not enough damage on the side of blue team to finish him off. Featherstorm comes through, but there's no kills connecting for the blue side, and all 5 members of red team are alive. They're just gonna take this dragon.
Yeah, Ori was really late there. He was still at base while TF was running towards the fight, but they still lose a basically 4v5. I think. Yeah.
Oh, Yone a little overzealous, but it doesn't matter. They're still going to be able to trade it back onto the rush. Now Jarvan duking it out with the Hecarim. Oh, but the Shockwave!
No.
That damage is just disgusting! Yeah, he's just a big minion at this point. Acel gonna
Jinx
come down
dead,
onto the Jinx, and that's another shutdown for the Acel. I mean, like, at this point, all of Blue Team's hopes are just lying on Toine. This Aurelion Soul is really their light in the sky, their shining knight in white armor. Yeah, but it's so hard with the dive that red team has. The Jarvan and Yone, we saw it last fight, they just kind of pressed both their R buttons on him and really couldn't do that much. But he is just stat checking this Yone. Yeah, the W coming forward and the R actually missing.
He can't be getting. Yeah.
Oh, are we gonna see a little scuttle over the crab? Yeah, Zaya is here. Cataclysm goes down. Now the Hecarim ult fears the Jarvan, and he's just stuck in a sticky situation. Tries to EQ out, but Blitzcrank is there to catch him, and that's a kill going over to the rush. And the Rift Herald might be soon to follow.
I think Toine is tilted. Yeah, but the issue is Jarvan's not tanky. He has Eclipse Black Cleaver instead of, like, 2 bruiser items that will give him survivability. The shield is good, but it has no HP. Yeah, he's...
Well, the good news is they still have decent control of the map, and the Drake spawning in 2.5 minutes is Hextech Soul, which we all know is incredibly powerful. But let's pause that thought as we have a little scuffle on the top side of the map. Seraphino landing onto Blitzcrank. The TP comes through by Aurelion Soul. The huge skies descend, but it doesn't matter. The EQ coming forward by Jarvan. Aurelion Soul trying to kite it away, but amongst 3 members getting hit by the Jinx ult and slowed. The Super Mega Death Rocket coming through, and he's just going to drop down. And that's a huge kill for the red team.
Yeah, Tian says, how did you do that in all chat as you're about to take Baron?
Yeah, I don't really see a good way that blue team can contest this unless Hecarim can pop the ghost and get a miracle steal, but I don't even know if he gets here in time. Yeah, no, this Baron is burning down so fast. The Featherstorm comes through to try and maybe steal it. A big root onto multiple members, but the Hecarim ult is not going to be able to get him out, and that's just Baron going over to the red side.
Yeah, they stopped DPSing.
Yeah, perhaps, but maybe didn't see the angle or just didn't feel super safe going for it. Oh, Seraphine, maybe? Nope, Hook is gonna go wide. Yeah. Nope, and now we see red team posturing around the dragon that's spawning in 45 seconds. We already talked about how this is a Hextech Soul, and if red team manages to get a hold of this, I think that's just game over. I don't really see how blue team can fight against Hextech Soul, even with a fed ASOL.
Yeah, this is...
Wow, these gold graphs are wild. Oh, Jarvan caught by the Blitzcrank Cook, and his HP is dropping rapidly, tanking the Aurelion Soul Q, but he's so tanky with the shield, just gonna pop the Cataclysm, and they don't have the damage to finish him off. Blitzcrank's gonna drop shortly after. Now ASOL desperately trying to fly away, but the front line of blue team just collapsing immediately under the hard DPS of red side. Yeah.
Yeah, they picked off ASOL. He was chasing the Yone too hard.
Oh, tragic. Yeah, that's the 2 carries of blue side both down.
This is where the comp
pushing onto this tier 2.
This is where the comp issues that we talked about earlier comes in. Like, the team fight's so easy for red side. They just have to, like, one person has to get in there. Oriole, Seraphino, it's so easy to follow up. But blue side, they can't get an angle unless they get a really good Blitzcrank Cook. Yeah, he didn't even go. He didn't even want to go in. He just got hooked. It was so awesome. Yeah.
Oh, Oriana going into TF. Let's see if he can escape with the ghost. It's going to use the gold card. Now the
Oh,
TP coming through to try and save it. And
yeah. Oh,
Shockwave
Oriana
comes
is
through, large damage flashes away from the skies to send. Super Mega Death Rock comes through, but Oriana is just trapped in the pit. Yeah, I would say a lapse in judgment, but then again, they are so far ahead. I don't think this is going to delay their victory by too much. Oh, yeah, 1v1 the Yone. Let's see who wins this one. The Q is not going to hit, but the Q3 is, and he's just unloading all of
he's
his
already
DPS
dead.
onto this. Yep, unbinds the soul, and the Execute is going to get the TF. So now we learned the Yone at 2 items, beating out the TF. The 2 weakest members of each respective team. You know, they say a team is only as strong as its weakest link, and here we saw Red Team definitely had the stronger weakest link. Okay, now a fight breaking out on the bot side. Actually going fairly well for the blue team. Able to trade out on Jarvan, only losing Wage Slave and Walrus. Now the Skies Descend going down, but the massive shield coming through is going to stop any engage by the Aurelion Soul. He's still trying to trade back with the Q. But
Yeah. Oh, is he caught? Oh,
trying to look
That's
for the
so
gold card
shocking.
with the bad back pin. But actually, the slow coming through means that the Zaya's going to be able to push forward and finish off the Oriana.
Someone on blue team needs to get Serpents. I don't know who it is because I feel like none of them use it well, but they have so many shields on red side.
Oh, nope, it's IE.
I hope that's a
Flash
serrated
away
dirt.
from Asol because the Aurelion, or because Yone tries to jump on him. Not sure if he needed to flash there.
Yeah.
Oh, now Jarvan posturing around Baron. Blitzcrank fishing for the hook. Let's see if he's able to grab a priority target. Misses onto the Jarvan. Meanwhile, in the bot side, pushing is the red side, and we know how this matchup goes already. We've seen this 1v1 already transpire. Yeah, red team starting up the Baron. Yone
Yeah,
probably going to
they
TP
can't
in
commit too
soon.
much.
Yep.
This is a
Not
smart play
investing
here,
too
Yone.
hard. Let's see where Yone TPs. Jarvan dropping down the flag just for vision.
Oh, Yone's TPing bot. If they
No,
want to
Yone's
fight, it has
actually
to be
keeping
now.
bottom. Yeah. But Aurelion Soul, cancels his back. Blue team
He's
posturing,
thinking
but
about it.
they don't look like they're really sure what they want to do. Red side starting up the Baron. Now blue team trying to push their way into the river with all 5 members. Gold card pops the spell shield on Oriana, but a huge shockwave is going to chunk 2 members. Now Hecarim ulting in. The Skies Descend into the Baron pit. Seraphine comes through, but Aurelion Soul is relatively untouched in this fight, just channeling the Q endlessly. It's going to chunk out Jinx and almost take her down, but the huge shield coming through is going to allow Jinx to finish off the Aurelion Soul, and now she's running forward with the excited passive. Not
And
sure if she's
Yone's
going to
ending
finish
the
off
game.
the rest of the members, but yeah, with 3 members down and Zion so little HP, I think Yone is just going to be able to clean up these Nexus turrets. Now TF popping the ghost to try and run away. Yone, I don't think he thinks that he can end. It's just going to go for the inhibitor. Now Zaya is backed. Let's see if she can pull off the defense, and it looks like red side don't want to push any further, just are going to take the inhib and back off. Maybe look for the Elder Dragon that is spawning in 50 seconds. Yeah, and we've seen it again and again, but the shields provided by this Seraphine are just completely shutting down any potential for the Acel to pop off in these teamfights. Well, now we see the fourth item coming through for the Acel, but I don't believe he has the Empowered Skies to send. So this teamfight might be a little rough.
Yeah, red team
Yeah,
has a
Blitzcrank getting
luxury.
punked out, throws out the Q, doesn't hit the Seraphine, takes another zap, and he's already at half health. Driving EQ's forward, and Cataclysms to finish off the Blitzcrank, now stuck in the middle of a couple members, but the Seraphine and Jinx are there to back him up. Pushing forward, forces out the Featherstone from the Xayah, and she's gonna go down immediately. Skies Descent onto Jinx, gonna get her shut down, but now Acel alone, R forward, Fate sealed by the Yone is going to finish off the Aurelion Soul, and that's gonna be the last hope of the blue team falling. Now red side pushing for the end with all 5 members of blue team down. This Nexus is completely exposed, and that's gonna be game 1 going over to team 1N.
Yeah, the Jinx kind of just safely scaled. Some stuff happened in the bot lane, but it was not a lot compared to the absolute amount that TF got fucked by. 11 deaths in this game.
Wow, hitting the double digits.
Yeah. TF, he really just couldn't recover with all the jungle attention, and he couldn't take advantage of Orianna on the lane swap. So even though the lane swap wasn't really that great for red team in terms of Yone getting any solo kills on Acel or anything like that, it was still good for Orianna just to be so protected and scale so easily. And they just played the team fights in the macro well. Witzki was just wherever he needed to be. He was there at the right places. He overextended a few times, but nothing that really jeopardized their chances of winning.
Yeah, we'll see how this game 1 shakes up the draft for game 2. Maybe Team Toine considering an Orianna ban.
So, Kevin, what are your thoughts as you are ready to go into the fray yourself?
I think I would hope that my Yone can perform better into an Aurelion Soul than what we just saw.
Yeah, Yone didn't even like buffer any gold cards. He just tanked it and just kept going. It was kind of sad to see for TF, who was supposed to have more gold than anyone else because of his passive.
Oh, should I? They already got the sub. And we also have another game at 5, so I was just planning on playing that one. Oh, okay. Fair.
Yeah,
I'll get online.
if you're available, you have to play, no matter what. Yeah, he's just sitting here. No Zerkers Yone. Yeah, Yeah, I think he finished his Bork before that.
Wait, can someone tell them that I'll be playing the second game?
I can tell them. I think they're watching.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Oh, then maybe they're just like busy VOD reviewing or something. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Actually, they're not. They're definitely not VOD reviewing.
Do you guys not VOD review?
No.
What do you do?
Oh, but we won. So
So easy. Yeah. I don't know. Their early game went about as well as it could have. Like Yoni didn't get a solo kill, but Jarvan basically took like 3 quadrants. He was there for counter ganking Hecarim. He basically just killed Hecarim on his own in the bot fight. And I don't know. Beyond that, it's just don't overextend and don't 1v1 for fun. And
all
I
right,
feel
I'll
like that was
be
about it.
dropping out of the caster call, guys. See ya.
All right.
See you on the other side.
All right. Now we get to see his unit. Is Asha's coming in to the cast? Should I just because if he's joining, I might drop out because 3 cast is actually too much. Oh, we're still making open lobbies. I think it was Wage Slave. Yeah. 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 They banned out the Maokai. Tien didn't want to play into the free elo low econ Maokai jungle. Yeah. They don't. Wage Slave doesn't play Rumble. I don't think any of their members do. Um, Toine, I think. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it might also just be wanting to see more because they're going to take Rumble anyways. There's nothing that contested, so might be better to just counter pick 2 picks and just have Rumble. Oh, they take the TF again. Uh, I wonder what Lock Reborn has into TF top. Is he gonna pick like a Collie or something? Yeah, he is actually a mid main that was forced to be top lane. So wait, that's not real. Uh-huh. MF sounds good. Like, yep, just like in Swarm. Yeah, yeah. So I'm assuming both strong side top, Leona and whoever the AD is will probably just survive the Jinx Lux lane. I don't think they have that much kill pressure, so they'll try to probably secure the grubbies and then just let TF push. Hopefully he's stronger this game. Yeah, MF pick would be crazy here. How could they do this? Yeah, I guess that's why they're still banning supports. I was a little confused by that. But from what I remember, Wenan's mid laner is a Rakan mid one trick at some point. So now he just plays like mages, enchanters, I guess. Yep. You can't block Jin W, which I feel is like the main threat of the follow up. Like the R is nice, but that's more. Ooh, Azir being hovered here. That's it's hard to play, but if you can play it well, then it will be huge for them. Yeah. Yeah, this game, I feel like red team comp makes more sense. Like you have two frontliners, three semi carries that will hit from range and have a good amount of CC. It just makes sense. The the blue side, I think they will be really strong in the choke with Rumble Yone or Brahmar, but outside of that, I think the team fights are a little bit harder to play because they don't have a as guaranteed of an engage. I think he's Emerald. Locker Reborn is probably. I play with him a lot. He's probably like Emerald, like in at least micro. Yeah, but what? That's true. You can never farm again.
You would not prevail in the void. As you wish. I could do better.
Yeah, if you dodge the Q, you just get run down.
Hey, just want to let you guys know here we can't hear you at all on stream, like
What?
you specifically.
I never
Is it
unmuted
just
on
me talking into the
Streamlabs.
void?
Oh
Yeah,
my
I was so
god.
confused.
Thank you.
Alright,
Oh my
bye-bye.
god. That's sad. I was saying
It's
a lot of
okay.
things.
I think it's better than looking like a crazy person talking to a ghost.
Yeah, maybe they understood part of the conversation with you responding to me.
It's a logic puzzle.
But yeah, mainly I was saying maybe TF will have a better time here with the jungler hopefully not falling as far behind and facing a on paper lower ranked player than the sub. And yeah, it'll be harder to do the lane swap as well for the teams because the Lux just will be less safe in the long lane. We'll see how the Bel'Veth pick goes. Again, I would like to see red team invade topside and split the map here. Play for your TF, set up the game in that way. I'm not too concerned about Jin and Leona having to play weak side against Jinx and Braum. I don't think the Rumble is going to be able to get too much off on bot lane at least early, but they might prove me wrong.
Yeah. I don't know, bot lane, I know Wenon is a pretty aggressive ADC, so he might try to make something happen. I don't know if there's a rank differential, but to me in a vacuum, it just seems like both of them have nice chill supports that will protect them if they get engaged on. I feel like red side does has more kill threat with Jin and Bel'Veth follow up, but
yeah, Bel'Veth. We'll see what the Bel'Veth does early game. I think that the biggest things we want to keep an eye out for is Bel'Veth's early jungling, and if the TF can actually punish this time with the range advantage and strength that TF currently has in the meta.
Yeah, the TF, it's on him to basically mess up. I feel like he just has to keep the spacing consistent and get ready to gold card if Yone wants to act up.
Yeah, definitely more pressure on TF to perform than Yone. Yone will be able to just chill, be able to use that E to cancel, use the W uptime. If TF ever uses his card on the wave to push, whether that's a red card or a blue card to get some mana back, which I don't think the blue card for mana should ever happen because TF should be taking 0 points in queue until later. I'm not sure if he has been putting points in the queue. Maybe when he was behind he was forced to, but we'll keep an eye out for that as well. One more minute here. Let's pull up the runes and masteries. That's how you know I'm old. I call them masteries and runes.
Are the masteries like, are they the things that you have to pay for or something?
The runes you have to pay for. The masteries are more similar to what we have, which I think might still be masteries. So
what do you mean masteries? You mean like champ masteries?
Yeah. Oh, it is called runes. It is called runes, but it looks. The skill tree, it used to look like a skill tree like you have in WoW, for example. That's what masteries used to be. And then you had runes that were just like raw stats that you would put in. So the bottom 3 things that you click in your
Oh, the shards.
Yeah. So Yeah, let's see. We do have Press Attack Jinx, Dark Harvest Rumble. Everything looks fairly chill. Conquer on Azir is against triple melee, so we'll be able to stack that up more easily.
Yep.
And let's see it.
Conqueror does mean he does have less sustain in lane though. I wonder if Lux will be able to just poke him out. Because I feel like Lux just has more laning power than Azir just by stat wise.
Yeah, I don't think the early lane is as easy for Azir, but again, depends on how he spaces and how he dodges and baits out these Lux abilities. Little stack here for Whiskey's team. They keep doing this on the bot side, but that just gives the window for a team to work through the top side, and again, that's what I feel like should be happening.
Oh, Jin is caught.
How do you zoom out again?
Flashes?
How do you zoom out in this again?
Scroll out.
No. How do you do the max zoom out? It's like you have to
I have no idea. I mean, I can look it up.
Yeah. Control Shift Z.
I see.
Okay, there you go. That's a little bit better.
Oh yeah, beautiful view. What if I had this in the game? I'd rise up by so much.
If they had this in the game, that'd be crazy. Has to use his Qs. Will not have that up as quickly.
Yeah, he must be starting Raptors, but
yeah, Raptors usually die pretty quickly with the Q. Does get them up in time.
Yeah, pretty nice. But blue side already did burn Lux Flash with that invade. Jin actually didn't end up burning anything. He just walked out.
Yeah, very ambitious for them. I feel like Braum should have been leading and look for the Q first.
Yeah. But Lux Q will be up by the Azir 6 timer, so
really good trade going here.
Okay.
Hongwaba able to land the Braum passive and went on capitalizing. That should give them level 2 first with wave control. Hongwaba up in lane, ready to hopefully block this fort shot. Not sure if he took E or W.
The Braum Qs are looking good.
Yeah, very nice aim here. And RB Kobe LM, you're a little bit far up, just taking free damage.
Yeah, red side has already burned 1 pot each, and Leona's gonna have to burn the pot and the biscuit here. They're out of sustain already.
Oh, jungler just farming up. Rumble a little bit farther ahead, entering the wolves now, and that will be spotted out. So we'll see if TF is able to get ganked, or will he play respectfully?
Yeah, massive wave on Yone. He can't really move away from tower right now. And Rumble clear speed, it seems fine. He'll clear it by 3:30. But
yeah, totally fine. I mean, matching Bel'Veth. Actually, Bel'Veth ran to Gromp first and is looking for a gank.
Did they skip wolves? The indicator's still there.
They might have. Okay.
Oh, they're going for the gank here. Oh,
yeah, he's in. This is a good gank. Went on is dead. That's first blood over to Jin, and then now Hongwaba is gonna die as well. I think they'll go for the dive, and the fourth shot actually lands while Hongwaba not quite able to W to the minion in time. Ignite's still up for Hongwaba, but it would not have made a difference in that fight. And if not, Walrus is even in farm after the wave crashes, so has some pressure, but it's actually down in HP here.
Yeah, he does have a ward in the bush, so he's already
Rumble's here.
The Rumble come in. He has to pop Ghost here, but I think otherwise he's fine.
Yeah, the Ghost and Rumble will immediately back off. Nothing up in the red side jungle, so maybe gonna look for a gank onto Azir, but should know. Saw the red buff. Oh, actually the 4-minute seal. So this is one thing to be aware of if you're jungling. If you start your Raptors, they respawn around 4 minutes, and you're giving the enemy jungler an opportunity to steal them. And there is no trade going over since Wasteslave still has to go out, clear his blue and wolves. Expecting maybe the Raptors to still be up, but with no vision on that side, it's gonna go down. Not gonna be able to farm those. Even losing the Krugs after due to the way Bel'Veth pathed, and that's gonna be really tough for Bel'Veth. Channel Water is very low here, taking some good damage from Luck Reborn, and Luck Reborn, once that E's back up, is gonna look to trade aggressively again. Has TP as well. Yone's really chilling.
Yeah, he has 4 sources of sustain, I think.
The wave isn't that big, but they are going to look for a dive here. Rumble, if Yone tanks the turret, Rumble should have enough damage. Rumble tanks the turret by accident, though.
Oh, the
Will they
turret's
call it off?
They have to wait a little bit? Rumble's tanking.
Whiskey's going to die back. Whiskey's going to... So close. Oh, 1 HP. Spam Pink's coming up from if not a Walrus, but the gold card goes on Whiskey as soon as he takes aggro, and just needed to be patient. I think Yone needs to take the aggro since Rumble has higher base damages here.
Yeah, Yone just has to prep Q3, just E forward, just start hitting, and then if you get stunned, it's no problem. You just E out.
Yeah,
and Rumble can get beaten.
That play looks so good, but just botched a little bit. And meanwhile, Velvet looking bottom, but just zoned away with the Jinx traps. Luxie ping back to lane. Not much going on the map right now. The girls will be respawning in 15. Rumble should have an easy time getting that. And with Velvet just having nothing to farm, might... Well, actually, the Raptors will come back up in about 10-15 seconds here. Looking for another gank onto... If not a Walrus, has no flash. He's going to look to TP out, but knocked up and will be going down. And another fight going on in the bot lane. Leona trying to go in, but Rom's passive is going to stun her up. And now went on taking and trading autos with the rush. Takes that 4th shot and misses the W, unfortunately. RP Kobe LM goes into the tower, and that is enough to get the trade kill over. And Hong Baba is going to be a 1 HP, and the rush is going to... Did not have to flash for that.
Oh, he got it.
Got the double kill, but definitely did not need to flash for that. Could have just walked up and autoed the guy. Had barrier also to survive tower.
I think he was already in tower range. He would have had to take like 3 tower shots.
I think he would have only had to take 2 and would have been able to get out with barrier, but just playing it safe in terms of securing it. But I would like to see Rumble now punish that Jin flash being down.
Yeah, Rumble's gonna hit 6 soon. He will have the timer to just ult on him and just Q on him.
Rumble 1 camp away from 6, and Wage Slave is a lot farther. We'll get the Dragon XP, but still over half a level away from 6, and Velvet level 6 is something you really need. It really changes the outcome of these fights with that extra range and damage.
Yeah. Yeah, blue side... The... Rumble... I feel like he's just been basically just bullying the Velvet, which is kind of weird to say, because Velvet is usually like the bully invade jungler, but... He's just taking all the camps basically on spawn. I think he's taking more Raptors.
I mean, Whiskey...
From that side.
Yeah, Whiskey's showing the knowledge difference in the jungle. This is what a Grandmaster jungler will know how to do, is track your pathing and be able to get those invades off when your camps respawn, even if he doesn't get them while you're there. What a flash Q from Lux, and does instantly land the full combo for the kill onto Toine. Was not able to react and flash in time. Lock Reborn as well is not able to react to this gold card and negate it with the Unstoppable from his E.
Yeah, that was a really good play from Lux.
That was amazing. Let's
yeah, he just flashed to re-angle the Q. I think there was like a couple of minions in the way. That's why he did it. But
yeah, and I think it just caught them off guard. I don't think Twin expected that kind of play to come out.
Yeah, I completely did not expect that. But Log Reborn is just getting stunned up under tower. He's fine.
It's fine. Is even on goal. Is even on farm.
Yeah, the more trade he takes, it's more advantageous because he just has way more sustain.
Oh, Velvet here was hoping to dive, but I think that's going to be called off now that Lock Reborn is back. Leona lands onto Hongbaba, will not die though. The rush has to back off since Whiskey has appeared. Velvet's still in the mid lane, not able to get here in time. Toine finally rotates down, does have the Azir ulti, and went on, is struggling, does not quite get the flash over the wall, but is able to get out of the Jin ulti, cleanses the Jin root, and then Whiskey, he's going to be run down as well. Able to walk away, and no objectives up though, so not much else gonna go over, but this Jin is very strong in Azir, got something back for that roam despite losing another plate here in the mid lane.
Yeah, the Leona survived way longer than I thought it would, and I don't think blue team just expected to have to commit everything to try and kill that Leona, who's still flashed out.
Yeah, and if not a Walrus taking a heavy trade, just got back in the lane and loses half his HP. Yone does have Berserker Grease, unlike last game, so is able to get onto the TF a lot more often and just get some good trades out.
Yeah, this Yone is actually already feeling a little bit more impactful because he already got the kill with the alt buffer on the gold card, and he's just chilling. He's just sustaining through it. He just wins the war of attrition. It's just not even close if TF doesn't have TP and he can't just ult to lane every minute or so.
Yeah, Locker Room playing a little bit safe here, not quite going too aggressive, and Spica, he does go now. Does not have the ulti though, so will be some damage traded back, but still ahead on this. Rumble is around as well. TF does have the flash up, but there you go, it's gone now. Does walk away, but that's going to make it a lot harder for TF to survive this Yone ult when it comes back up. RP BLM super wide on the Lux ult, and on the Leona ult, and Lux just straight up ults Toine, and he runs away. The Belvet looking to get all the damage off, does barely get the kill with the E. That goes over to Rumble actually with the burn, and that's a triple kill for this Rumble, and I think that's gonna make this game very hard. Jin is just gonna get Rumble ulted in these fights. Yone is gonna jump on him. Lux can also hit Jin from afar, so despite being a longer range carry that can hit from afar, there are ways to deal with it, so this blue side draft is gonna pay dividends.
Yeah, there's nothing that can really stop Rumble from just walking up and ulting Jin. There's no sustain either. There's no enchanters in this game, so it's gonna be really hard for Jin to just like open R and then just get R'd on instead.
Oh, so flash comes out from Rage Slave, not quite able to knock anything up, way too far. Jinal's 4th shot is gonna land here and does bring Hung Baba low, but the W is not back up yet for Wage Save. Leona looking, but the play is called off. Not sure what the jungler is. And no, Leona goes back in. A little bit desynced with Belvet. Belvet not quite able to get a stack. Oh, the stack is there. Does get the assist. Please pick it up. Please pick it up.
He doesn't want it.
Yeah, he ran. He got it. And if not, Walrus is definitely dead here.
Yeah.
A little bit of overkill here with the Locked Reborn ulti. Could have saved that for the next time TF comes back to lane, but still well played by Whiskey to really punish this TF this game. Meanwhile though, bot lane, the Rush getting very rich, gets a lot of place here. And pull up the gold over here now, 1800 gold lead for the Rush, and that is going to be massive going into the mid game. Whiskey does have a tendency to be over aggressive, and that might be punished in this game. Rumble is a melee champion that can only really go in, doesn't have much ways out.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he does have Hex Flash though. This guy is Witsky is kind of crazy in that he takes Hex Flash on Rumble jungle. So
I like it. Like you can look for aggressive angles with it. I think it's more of an offensive tool than a defensive tool.
Yeah.
Checking on the stacks for Wage Save, only 28 stacks. Definitely a little bit behind. I actually don't know what it is to keep par, but given that Rumble keeps stealing his jungle, it makes it a little bit harder to keep the stacks up. But is 2 dragons for the red team. Whiskey is probably going to look to contest this 3rd Drake. The grubs are coming up though, and that could help Yone in the split push against TF. Another game coming out onto the bot lane. RP BLM does land the Leona root, and then just chain CC onto Hong Baba, and Whiskey here for the counter gank, and does finally get the shutdown gold onto the Jin, but it's gonna be 3 people dead. No one traded over. Just a little bit aggressive from Gwen on, and Wage Slave not quite sure where the Rumble is. Expected him top maybe again to punish this TF, but I think Lock Reborn is totally fine. Does not need any more help.
Yeah, really good instincts from Tien. Whiskey too. Just sit in the bush, wait for the counter. They know that bot side is their strong
that
side.
Market does not kill TF, but will shove him out of lane. Has the ulti to get back in the lane, but it's gonna lose a bunch of place. Might even not gonna lose the tower as the wave is not quite there. But this is a very strong Yone as well.
Yeah,
why did the enemy team
really
give them Rumble? I don't know, because they were scared of the Orianna, but they also banned the Ashe away. I'm fine with leaving the Ashe, but if it means getting rid of this Rumble, we see him destroying solo queue and Masters with it still. So why do we think he's not going to destroy this UPSL game?
Oh, it's because we're all better than Masters.
Yeah. Nah. So I actually don't... I think the second grubs did not quite go over to anyone. Do they not
Oh,
show
no,
grub
blue team
stacks?
got it.
Oh, did they get
No,
it?
blue team got it.
Okay,
Yeah, they have 6 shrubs.
Okay, is there a way to tell? Because I don't see it on people's...
It's at the top. You see, like, next to towers?
Oh, you're a genius.
Oh, yeah.
Hongwa Ball looking to get wards out, but just gonna get poked down. And if not a ward, is gonna take a lot of damage from this Rumble. Just showing him who's boss. Doesn't really do much other than zone them away.
Yeah. But the zoning is valuable, but...
It is, but I don't think Red Team was ever gonna really look and test that.
Yeah, they're too scared of getting roasted by this.
Hongwa Ball still out here. TF is gonna ult in as well, and that's gonna be a dead Braum. And they're gonna look down on Cernica now as well. Does have the flash up though, should be totally fine.
He does have a gold card right now.
But no follow-up. There's no Jinru, there's no nothing.
Roasted and toasted. No flash.
Whiskey does have flash
here.
Probably gonna turn on to... Wow. Wow, yeah, I was expecting him to turn on the rush, but first gets that kill onto Belva, who goes a little bit too ham. And
wow,
we're gonna need to see some magic resist.
Flashes on him.
I don't know if TF can afford to go RFC first. If he's gonna group, it might be better, but the Wisp End would also provide some high value. Need some MR against this Rumble, who is way too far ahead.
It's hard for him to itemize. He's supposed to match Yone 2 in the side lane. But if he goes Wits End, he just has nothing against
I think the side lane dream is over for TF. He needs to do stuff with this team.
Yeah, someone needs to match Yone though. I wonder if...
I think Azir has TP. Azir can just clear the waves pretty fast, I think. So I think that's fine to match up. You're not going to... Just because you're in the side lane against somebody, that doesn't mean you're split pushing, and that doesn't mean that you need to fight them. I think that's a common misconception that a lot of people have.
That's true.
Solo lane.
I wonder if Azir is rushing Zhonya's second after all this kind of explosive damage from the blue side.
Ooh, really good Rumble ult. Could have been angled towards their escape route, but still getting Toine and went on is going to go crazy here. Does get the reset, and this dragon, finally the third dragon, will be taken by Whiskey. While first he's going to look for Wage Slave. They not quite able to catch him with all those dashes. Luck Reborn looking really aggressive, and he just does not care. Does go in, a little bit aggressive for that flash ulti, but yeah, this is looking a little bit doomed for if not a Walrus and Toine. $11-0 for the top side. And yo, the rush. Where are we going? There's 2 people there. From 5-0 to 6-3. Unfortunately, not gonna be able to carry this game. It looks like Azir might be going for the Shadow Flame second.
I guess they really need the damage.
They need damage. When you're behind, you need to build damage. You can't just play safe and play defensively and Luck Reborn. Just so much damage. Just one shots the
he's dead.
The TF with 1E does give the shutdown gold back over here. Let's see who picks it up. I'd like to see it on the Bel'Veth or Azir. Azir especially. That is so good for Azir. And Azir is the one saving grace that we do have. Maybe, just maybe, they can create enough space for him to get his damage off. But this Rumble shutdown gold is going to be what they really need to get. Leona needs to...
Yeah, Red Side still does have a lot of damage. The Jhin is still pretty strong. Azir just got a shutdown. As long as they can somehow lock down this Rumble with like a stun or a knockup, they can kill him. But instead, blue side is the one taking initiative.
RB Kobe 11 is still going to go down despite having to flash away. The Braum Q lands, and on point with these Braum Qs over and over and over. Looking for a little bit of the siege here. We're going to see Yone TP up to the top lane and start getting that lane shoving. But on the map, there's actually nothing. There's no objectives. It's 19 minutes. It's 19 minutes that we have an 8k gold lead. Just, yeah, that's the main thing you can do right now is just push the lanes, take these jungle creeps away, just keep denying resources from Red Team. Toine looking aggressively for this Lux. The JW unfortunately does not land. We'll have the shuffle up soon though. Maybe, if not a Walrus, finally he does get a flank off on Wen on and is able to shut him down. TF is able to just kill that Jinx, and this shutdown gold on Rumble is what we're going to look for. Unable to land the Jhin W on the stunned Rumble, and that would have been big because Toine would have been able to shuffle him in, and Luck Reborn goes in by himself, does get 1 kill back, and not able to be locked down, and if not a walrus, unfortunately, that Braum still has ultimate and does land a Toine. Is doing a good amount of damage, but Rumble does miss and is able to get the shuffle. Rumble is silenced, and that shutdown gold. Just one more photo from Azir would have gotten it. And we'll see if RP Kobe LM. No, another Jin W misses. And the slow's going to land, and Leona finally gets a shutdown. But I don't know if we want that gold onto Leona instead of the rush. Or Toine, anyone. How long was Leona up? Vault up? Could we not have committed? No, it was not up in time. It was used in the previous fight, unfortunately.
Yeah, a lot of missed opportunities there for the red side. This is still big for them. They got a lot of shutdowns, but it could have been a little bit better with better kill distribution. And Leona's already going.
RP Kobe LM also just getting caught out, maybe looking for wards, but we need to ward the top side here. Dragon's not spawning for another 2 minutes. Baron is the only thing really on the map that we're scared of giving too much control of. If not a walrus, though, does see an opportunity while the rest of blue team goes aggressive, is able to just ulti in and pick that Jinx off, and she has no flash and no cleanse, so maybe we'll be able to do it again. Still does quite a bit of damage despite being so far behind, over 3k gold behind this Yone.
Yeah, but the Zero is actually really strong now. He went for Banshees instead of Shadow Flame, which is interesting. I don't know what that does to Rumble, or I think he just ignores it first.
I don't think it's for Rumble. I think it's to be careful of these Lux snares and the Braum. But if Rumble R's to begin the fight, the Banshee's gone, and then the CC will land afterwards.
The MR is very nice though for this game.
Yeah, and we do see Rumble was also going towards the Banshees, but maybe the Deathcap did lose some of his Magi stacks, so maybe the Deathcap won't come out as quickly. I think the Banshees would be good. Defensive items when you're ahead are great because you avoid giving that shutdown gold away. You avoid just dying to picks, and if not a water is going to be chased down, is not quite going to be slowed enough. The Rumble ulti gets some damage, but we'll see what blue team does with that pressure.
Is Leona caught out again?
He's caught out, does get an ulti off, but no damage able to be returned. Azir not quite there to help.
Red team loses 2 flashes, trying to save
Whiskey, what you doing? That's Azir turret. Gotta respect that still a little bit. Let your Braum tank. Actually, Braum's dead, isn't... Wait, yeah, where's Braum? Toine actually gets flanked, though, by Yone, and yeah, just gonna return, get that kill and execute damage. If he...
What is that
get that? Oh my god. Another root lands. This Lux is showing a good performance today. Will possibly go down if... Can Wasted get his E off? Does he even have E up there? Double check, and Wait Slave had his E up the whole time. What? Oh, does use it at the end, and just Lux is able to get out of range. Yeah, I would have liked to see that a little bit sooner, maybe. Baron goes over, and 12k, 23 minutes.
I'm back.
Hey, spoilers!
Oh shit! Well, you don't know who won, so.
Yeah, good joke.
So strange that you would come in. I wonder how the game will end in 3 minutes.
Yeah, well, we could just start talking about it. Yeah, the Yone performance was a lot cleaner. Like, no shade to Ashish, but yeah, the Yone TF's just not able to do much of anything, and also Whiskey just did hard camp much better than the previous game.
Yeah, the ganks were really at really bad times for TF. Whenever he was pushing, Rumble was there. He would take his flashes, his life, anything.
But yeah, I think in the end, again, another jungle diff. Whiskey showing why that Rumble is banned out so often against him.
Yeah. Oh, the Rumble really didn't. The Rumble nerf really didn't do what I thought it would. I thought it would actually have so little base damage that it would take him out of the jungle. But clearly he's just still able to clear fast enough. I think he might have lost like 5 seconds maybe in the clear time, but I think otherwise it's fine.
RPKVLM does land the stun onto Whiskey, but there is no damage. Toine is dead. Jin is about to die. RPKVLM dies to the Braum, the Yone when he has returned. Yone is actually in the call, somehow getting a kill while being in a Discord call with the caster is very interesting.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
learned the Tagebunshin no Jutsu, actually.
Ah, that makes sense.
You're so talented.
Yeah, quick 2-0 for Whiskey. 25-minute game. I wonder if that's the fastest UPSL game of the split. 24:52 to be exact, or 53, 54. We'll keep counting. I don't know when the timer ends. 24:52. Wow. Yeah, I don't think we do stars or MVPs anymore, but I don't know if losers want to do an interview, but yeah.
Well, if there was an MVP, it's actually Whiskey. He was all over the map. He cleaned up all the fights. He came for all the flashes. He took all the kills. He just went crazy on the Rumble.
Yeah, got a good farm advantage over Belvet. Continuously deny the camps, forced Belvet to be bot side, and despite being able to get ahead bot side and get that Jin to 5-0, just not quite able to do much. Honestly, this Rumble just too fed, and the Brahmin Lux really great job landing all their CC over and over, and with Yone being able to neutralize a Diamond / Master level player, it just is Sepskis. No bad things have really happened.
Yeah, the Lux was actually really impressive. I didn't know what I was going to see from this pick, but it was just landing all the roots. It had that sick highlight combo of the flash Q. And yeah, it was very impactful.
Okay, so it looks like it's about 7:45 Eastern. The next match is gonna be, is it Wenon versus Roman? Is it a doubleheader for Wenon?
I don't know. I know I'm playing again, so one end is playing. I don't know who my opponent is.
Okay. So no. Oh, okay, yeah. So you're playing Roman's team. So wow, doubleheader for Roman's team, doubleheader for Wenon. Yeah, we'll see if they can continue, and if Rumble gets banned this time, hopefully RC Gladiator is gonna, take some pointers from seeing these two games play out.
Yeah, RC Gladiator got some free VODs to watch, some previews for their upcoming match. But Wenon does have an insane momentum, I feel like.
Yeah, I feel like
yeah.
This is a great way to enter another best of two. Well, since we have you here, sorry, are you Kevin? Is that who people are calling Kevin?
He is Kevin.
Well, Kevin, what do you think? Who's got the game? RC Gladiator or Wenon?
I don't remember if we faced RC Gladiator before, but
I don't think
if memory
so.
recalls. Really? I thought we'd already faced everyone in the league by now.
I think RC Gladiator's team was a little bit behind on games, but maybe you were one of the teams that they did play. It's the Mini Dewey and Jaded Cloud team.
Oh, I've never played them. I've never played them. Well, so I don't know much about their team. I haven't seen any of their gameplay, so I'm going into it kind of blind. I'm sure Toine was like half the members of their team.
Will be an interesting matchup then. Toine definitely is. Wait, not Toine. Sorry. Cernica definitely showing a lot of skill in that Oriana play. Does do some great things on Lux this game as well. So we'll see how Mini Dewey can match up against that. I'm not sure how much Mini Dewey has been playing the game. I know both Jaded Cloud and Mini Dewey are proficient in many champions in both solo lanes. So we'll see if there's any kind of flexes or lane swaps that go on. But I think that'll be a little bit of a interesting dynamic that might play out. And RC Gladiator also, I believe, reaching Masters in recent history. So Whiskey is going to have a bit of a tougher matchup this time. We'll see how he adapts.
I just hope they don't lock in Malphite top.
What if they do? What do you do? Do you lock in the secret
Well, Johnny,
pick?
you've been practicing with me. You know what my secret pick is.
I think they should pick Yasuo Yone and play into that.
Johnny, you're literally my teacher.
Oof.
All right, if I have to bust out this secret pick, then
Whiskey with some,
my performance is based on you.
Dare I say trash talk? I don't think I've ever lost to RC Gladiator in the jungle. Whereas he says he's sub 50% against Wage Slave.
Well, we made sure to take care of Wage Slave's Maokai this game.
Yeah, the Maokai is quite the menace against Witsky specifically.
Yeah,
Yep,
aggressive
I
player
remember it
getting
being
locked down
busted
by
out the first
Maokai?
time we versed.
Nah.
I remember, what is it, last season, I was jungling against Witsky in playoffs, and then my team was like, let's just lock in Maokai. I was like, sounds good. And then we won. And then they banned Maokai for the rest of the series. Anyways, Kevin, are you gonna be the one to redeem TF top for the day?
No, I think TF top is terrible.
I think
Why?
I think it's fine. I just unfortunately I think if
Just
not all
play
of us
better.
might need to retire the pick.
I think the issue was not enough jungle attention in the top lane. He was
Yes,
just
yes.
exposed.
If we're picking TF top, that needs to be our strong side, and we're just not really doing anything for him. We picked a farming jungler that can realistically gank, but does not look to it at all. Going top to bottom here in the first clear, and then because his chickens are taken away, not able to do anything on the top side, nothing to farm, so just forced to play bot side, and yeah, it just you need this TF ahead for it to be a good enough pick.
Yeah, the issue is if you're picking Azir, like, and what is it? Azir, Jin, and TF. Jin's basically gonna have to just weak side. I think that's just the idea in pro play usually. But clearing top side because I remember before the 130, Velvet was busy invading the.
Yeah, Belvat was sitting there and makes the clear path. It becomes so predictable. Whiskey will know exactly when those Raptors and Krugs respawn. Is there right on time. Waitslave is on the boss side of the map, not able to contest at all, and then it's just another gank to the top lane.
Yeah, I think the idea was maybe Belvet invades topside, starts like wolves maybe, and then they do like a sick level 3 gank against Yone, and then get TF ahead. But
You can't
if
do that by
started
yourself,
Raptors,
though. You cannot do that by
yeah,
yourself. You need the whole team on the same page for making that play work. You really need to force Rumble out of the jungle at the 130 mark and make sure that there's no one near that you can actually farm all those camps. Because the other problem is, let's say Rumble just does his Raptors and runs instantly there. Can you beat him by yourself with the solo laners from blue team able to collapse faster? Probably not. You need just much more help.
yeah. I don't even know if Belvet beats Rumble because
I don't think so. Like Rumble just gets
yeah,
so much damage off, and once Rumble gets the little rage bar all the way full, those autos also pack a big punch, and Bavati just
yeah,
isn't enough to deal with those high base damages.
yeah. I'm just used to just getting bullied by Belvet because I play weak early game junglers, but. Yeah, if you're Rumble, you can just fight back whenever you want. You can just flash on the AD carry and just one-shot him in 2 seconds. I don't know. It's a hard pick to pull off, but Witsky is one of probably the only people in the server that is just able to dominate like that on Rumble jungle.
Yeah, the other option that I think Belvet had was trying to play towards mid a little bit more. Lux is an immobile champion, right? If you punish that flash, then it gets a lot easier to gank. It gets a lot harder to trade as Lux and really abuse the Azir. So that was another
Yeah,
option, and then Azir can help bring that advantage towards topside and reclaim the game and lane for the TF. But just TF just left on an island. And
yeah,
you
and
just
then
can't do that if
Lux.
you pick a champion like that.
Remember, Lux started off without flash. They lost it in the bot side invade. And
Oh, I
was
didn't
it
remember
Azir was
that.
just
True.
chilling,
Yeah,
and then
we didn't punish that flash. That would have been a great opportunity. Even do the after the red could have gone towards Lux and try to gank that. I'll actually pull up the VOD here and see if we can see what was going on. I wonder if it does it still do the live VOD. I hope we have that setting on. Yes, we do have the live VOD. So let's look at what happened in that. So that's game one. So yeah, we see Lux flash down. Um,
yep, it's down for. He doesn't have Cosmic, I think, so it's down for 5 minutes.
Yeah, it probably has the red tree as the secondary. And then, yeah, so no flash. Let's zoom forward. Wolves getting warded by Bel'Veth. Maybe he was just looking for the ward and not necessarily trying to do anything too crazy.
Yeah.
Blue team does have a ward, though, in that river. I believe... Who put it down? Rumble put it down? Yeah, Rumble put it down to watch for the invade. So, good word for Rumble. Also keeps the Lux safe. So Tier is gonna be streaming the second game, so I'm waiting for him to arrive before switching over the stream, just so we have no downtime in between.
I see you're back in the grind.
Dude, I'm just a win streak or lose streak player. There's just no in between. I was one game away from getting Emerald 3 back, but I was literally plat yesterday.
Oh, you went on like a 6-game win streak? Man. I'm glad that you're making your way up. I think I'm slowly falling down.
Yeah, I mean, I lost all my elo playing Hui and going like 3-17 in those games. So, yeah.
So, I have a question for you.
Yes.
How do you win as Tristana when you go 4-22?
Let me see if I can show any of these replays on the stream. I think I might have deleted all my Tristana game. Oh wait, no, I have. Let's see, 9-21. Did I win this game? I won this game.
How do you do this? I've never seen anyone.
4-10. Do I win this game? I win this game.
How are you so crazy?
Hey, 7-4-9, 7-4-2-9. Hard win this game. 1-8. I probably lose this game. This game's fast FF. But yeah, where's the 9-21? And bro, I'm just splitting some turrets, you know.
You're a macro player, not a KDA player.
I am and also like, in a lot of these games when I fall behind on Tristana, I am abusing mid lane and getting them low, and then my jungler trades sometimes, or I'm getting a lot of plates, which is some hidden gold that you don't really see on the what is it? Yeah,
the match history.
Yeah, on the match history. So there are a lot of things that you don't quite see, and then yeah, like I just play the map as much as possible. Like I see.
Use some time to think.
Like what's happening down here?
And process what's going on. Yeah.
Oh, I should have queued up so I can queue up into you.
My team is fighting, but I'm just gonna look to split. Unfortunately, this GP was a like master tier smurf. He had like 500 CS in this game, but team actually wins the fight, and then we can just push together. So at this point, I'm 15 deaths. We have a hard time closing out this game. But even at 7-13,
you just jump in.
Look at how much damage I do. Get over the wall, and then boom, get the shutdown on Kaisa. Like I said.
You play for the win. You don't play for the KD.
I
don't know. I saw your Galio at some point on your stream, and I was like, I've never seen a mid laner who had so little regard for his own life.
Yeah. It's a team game, man. It's a team game. Let's see. Where's this 4-10 game that I eke out a victory in? So what's happening? Like, I'm just farming top. I back the fuck up. Okay, now that's the other thing in solo queue. A lot of people are really bad at catching the sideways and pushing out the sideways properly. So a lot of CS is missed. So I'm able to get those as well. And then we have a
yeah. Your farm is good in most of the game. I see you're playing Bel'Veth.
Yes. I played a lot of Bel'Veth on release. Yeah.
Can you invade their blue level 1? Please?
Seems a bit risky, and the stream will be swapping over to tier as soon as he's ready. The game is supposed to start in about 5 minutes.
Yeah. Well, good luck on your games. I think I'm gonna hop off for now. Maybe I'll hop back on if tier needs a co-caster, but
okay, yeah.
Maybe I'll hop on.
I think he might have a co-caster already. I'm not quite sure.
I am hoping that I play into you because I think it'll be interesting.
Wait, are you in my?
I'm in Emerald 3 right now.
Oh, but
not right now, but
yeah. I this is just one more game before my UPSL match as well, which is in about an hour and a half. Whenever this series ends, actually.
Yeah. Well.
Alright, Jinx Barrier.
It was a fun cast. I guess.
Yeah, thanks for
see
joining.
you later then.
Yeah, see you later. Let me know if you want to join next time I cast as well.
Yep. Alright.
Alright,
See ya.
peace. Good luck. Have fun. Oh, Vigar's so annoying. I think it's Yone versus Vlad here on top lane too. Yo. Hello, UPSL stream. This is Solar. And he is here to save the day and carry me to Diamond. Oh, I had this replay still playing in the background.
Are you still casting this game? What's going on?
No, the stream is still live because I don't want to turn it off and make everyone like lose everyone. So I'm waiting for everyone to. You level 36 on Vladimir? Oh my god.
Dude, I'm a Vladimir main.
Let's see it. But yeah, just waiting for Tyr to take the reins.
Okay, let me
Okay,
see.
yep.
What do I build?
Gonna drop the stream now, and good luck, Roman and